I wanted to do a review on my son's sippy cups. We've used for the last 6 or 7 months. And the reason I wanted to do these reviews is because we had such a hard time finding a good sippy cup. You wouldn't think it would be that hard, but we ran into some really horrible ones. And I'm going to start with my least favorite. It was the Newbie, No Spill Easy Grip cup. And this lid is really horrible. I have such a hard time. When you go to tighten it, it pops here. So instead of tightening, it just, okay, now it's tight. It'll skip. And sometimes it'll do that 3 or 4 times before it will actually tighten all the way down. And I don't know why it does that, but if you don't, see how it skipped again? If you don't get it to do that skip, it will actually leak. And that is really annoying, and I've had many leaky sippy cups out of this. This sippy cup also leaks out of here if left on its side for a long period of time. That's not a fault to the sippy cup. It's not really meant to be left on its side, but we did find a sippy cup better than this one. So that was the Newbie No Spill. This is one of the Newbie trainers, and I like this one really well. It has the handles that come on and off, and the lid tightens with ease. We didn't really have any problems out of this sippy cup tightening. I think only once or twice did the lid give me trouble and tightening all the way down. So, one of my more favorites. This one also, if left on its side, will drip on the floor, and you'll find a puddle of whatever was in there on your floor. Once again, not technically the sippy cup's fault, but something that is kind of annoying. But this is a nice trainer. And let's see, it has the handles and the lid. This Newbie does not come with a lid, so something else to point out. Okay, this is my absolute favorite sippy cup in the entire world. It is called a Replay, and we have a natural baby store called Fluff and Stuff, and they sell these. You probably can get them online also. Let me zoom in closer. That's the box they come in. And at first I was skeptical, but I bought some because I've been having so much trouble with sippy cups. And they're really simple and so easy to clean. They have this stopper here that comes out, and that keeps them from leaking. And if you put it on backwards, they won't be able to get anything to drink because there's no slit in that side. So it goes on this way, and I've done that a couple of times, and my little son hands it back to me with an indignant look on his face. But all it has to be done is switched back around, just like that. And those are called Replay, and they're made out of recycled milk jugs. But the beautiful thing about these is I don't have any trouble screwing the lid on. I've never had any problems out of this sippy cup. And guess what? When it lays on its side, it doesn't leak on the ground. My son can throw these. He can toss them. He can leave them on the floor for hours. And there is nothing. So, if he tosses it really hard, sometimes milk will drip out. But of usual, these are spill-free for real. So I'm in love with these, and that's all I'll ever use. So favorite here for the Replays. As they get older, this is a Munchkin click lock, and it's a straw, just like that. And the Munchkins do click like that, And so I don't have any problem with the click locks. They work really well. I don't have leaking out of here because they didn't screw on right. And of course, no leaking out of here because it's a straw. So we really, really like that. This is definitely one of my favorites also, especially for the straw. And so Munchkin and Replay are definitely great sippy cups. And really, I don't like any of the Newbies, so much so that I would buy any more. The only other thing I wanted to point out, and I'm going to actually have to show you a screenshot because we lost ours, and it's that. And it's the Munchkin Click Lock 7-ounce trainer cup. And it was just like this one, where the lid would click shut like this, but it had handles and it was a trainer cup. And I loved that one. For a baby or a child just starting on sippy cups, it had the soft nipple like this, but it didn't leak too badly and was a good cup. So for beginners, I would go with the Munchkin Click Lock trainer cup. And for next step up, I would definitely do Replay. And after that, you can keep using these and use these also if you want to use the straw. So I hope that helps you, and good luck. Here are the sippy cups that I reviewed, all of them except the Munchkin training cup, and that's because we lost that one. I've filled these cups as full as they will get with water and laid them down on their side so we can see how long it takes them to create a puddle and which ones do and which ones don't. So I will be back with you in a moment and we will see what happens. This is after about 20 minutes, and you can see where that one's dripped, and that's the Newbie. And of course, the straw one hasn't dripped at all. The Replay has not dripped at all. And this Newbie has a puddle of water in the nipple that's about to drip, but hasn't yet. So I just wanted to kind of show you that. The big deal is when they get left for a couple of hours on the floor and end up with a bigger puddle. And the other thing is when there's not water in them and it's milk or juice. Sometimes they get left under the couch overnight and you just don't realize it. And then you have a little bit of a mess. So I just kind of wanted to show you what they do. And that was just after 20 minutes. Like I said, that one's about to drip but hasn't yet. And then that one is just horrible. And it also, when my son throws this sippy cup, the lid pops off. And you can imagine what a mess that makes. So this sippy cup is really horrible. And this one is amazing. This one's okay. And this one's pretty good, especially I like the straw. That's a really nice feature. So I hope that helps you. And I give the Replay 5 stars.